Hey guys, this is my video for week 4. This week I am going to talk about conflicts of interest. So I actually have had 3 different things come up this week that could apply to this topic, could kind of be a conflict of interest. The first thing is that I have 2 different clients on my caseload. So I have a male in his 60s and a female in her 20s that have actually met through Compass Health at a day program offered through my organization, and they have been hanging out and staying the night together at his home. So that's weird. It's definitely a unique situation. It was not like expected. It's a little bit inappropriate because of the age difference. But what is most difficult in navigating this is that we cannot, they have not signed disclosure. So even though they know that the other one is receiving services, we still have to abide by HIPAA regulations, and we can't disclose any information about the other one to that person, technically even saying that they're a client. So it's been a little bit difficult to have the conversations with them of like, is this appropriate? Especially because the younger female has had a history of trauma and has made allegations that were not, I'm not going to say they're not true, but they were found to be untrue in the court system. Very inconsistent in her story regarding some of the things that she's reported. So that's one case that's come up this week. A second thing that has come up is that my church that I go to personally is building a new building in Warrenton, and I know a client that is going to be going to church there. And while I do recommend to all of my clients that, to use spirituality and religion and finding support through those means as a way to cope with mental health, as a way to like get, gain natural supports and things like that. I don't ever recommend that somebody go to my church, like not directly. But I do, because I live in a small town, I have a feeling with this new building opening that I may see some people from my community show up at the new church that's being built. And I have one client on my caseload already who has told me that is what they are planning to do. They're planning to go to church there. So I'm not going to stop going to my church. I've been going there for a long time. I'm really excited that they're building a new building out here in Warrenton, where I live, and so that's going to be tricky to navigate. I think, in this case, since it's just one client that I'm working with, it may be better just to like reassign her to a different worker. But if there are ever multiple clients going to this church, I'm just going to have to navigate that in a way that abides by the like ethical principles. So the ethical standard that's in the NASW Code of Ethics states for conflicts of interest that social workers should not engage in dual or multiple relationships with clients or former clients in which there is a risk of exploitation or potential harm to the client. In instances where dual or multiple relationships are unavoidable, social workers should take steps to protect clients and are responsible for setting clear, appropriate, and culturally sensitive boundaries. Dual or multiple relationships occur when social workers relate to clients in more than one relationship, whether professional, social, or business. Dual or multiple relationships can occur simultaneously or consecutively. So that's what it says in the NASW Code of Ethics, and again, that's going to be something that I'm going to be navigating as we go along. So the third thing that has happened in just this week is that so my dad, my biological father, has a substance use disorder. Me and my biological father are not very close, but he does live here in Warrenton, and he is actively like using heroin, meth, other substances. And so one of the clients on my caseload knows my dad, and I don't know that they use together, but I do think that they have bought drugs from one another. And he knows like that I am the daughter of his friend, and so that's just weird. But again, it's going to be, I've talked to my supervisor about this, and she said that for now he's going to stay on my caseload because of, you know, most people that are on my caseload have issues with substance use disorders or some sort of substance abuse. And so, you know, there's probably going to be a lot of people that know or have come across my biological father. So that's just going to be something that I have to just set a clear boundary with, like, you know, I don't know. So those are all 3 things that have come up this week that pertain to conflicts of interest. Let me know your thoughts, and I look forward to watching your guys' video this week. Thanks.